Alright, so this is Factorio, and this is a game I've been playing quite a lot recently, as you can tell. This is my factory, and as you can see, it's pretty big, quite a lot of stuff going on. Let's take a step back. Where am I right now? Well, to win the game, you need to build a rocket, and I've pretty much done that, really. I'm cheating at the end a little bit. I'm not fully automating it. I've just sort of slapped some stuff together and I'm just filling it myself. But that's okay. So the rocket's being built, no problems there. Let's talk about my factory and where it started. Humble beginnings, right? It all started around about here. I think this was around about my spawn point. This was the original coal field, copper field. That's pretty much mined up. This is the original coal field here. That's doing okay, I suppose. And this is the original iron field. It's completely been mined out, completely. Everything's been replaced by these cool trains. Let's see if we can catch one. Yes, so here's a train coming through, and this is a single way railway, so this means it goes through the entire base, and everything's set up with rail signals. So it's all set up with rail signals, which is actually surprisingly complicated to get right. It's not for the faint of heart, I suppose, but you get the hang of it. It's not easy, really, though. There's all these intersections as well. I haven't had any trains crash, so that means I'm doing something right. So the train line goes through here. Yeah, all sorts of stuff. It's not super efficient with the rail signals and stuff. Let me talk about the inputs. We've got, this is the south iron entrance. Iron comes in from the south here. This is a little bypass here to stop the train network getting clogged up. And then this is the north entrance up here, and it all comes mined out of this, which is iron 1, probably the only iron for this map. We've got copper mining here, and our coal mining here, which is less important than it was previously. I'll get into that. So that's that. There's still remnants of, like, I mean, I've been playing this world for like 40 hours, but there's still remnants of what it was like when I just started out. Obviously I spawned down here, coal here, bloody iron here. Wow, so long ago. Wow. But yeah, the iron originally came from here, and this is the original iron line, which has only been upgraded to steel furnaces. I guess it was originally stone furnaces. But yeah, you can still see the old design here. This is the original coal line as well. Coal fuels this, right? So yeah, that's that. And then we've got our copper here, which is doing nicely. So, train line's pretty cool. I'll tell you about the copper bypass problem I had here, because I was struggling to mass produce enough copper wire to do all this research and stuff. So the solution I found was to have trains transport copper. And it looks kind of complicated, this whole system. Oh, is my stuff getting blown up? It'll have to get blown up then. Okay, so you moving in? Yeah. Okay, brilliant. So the copper bypass was my solution because I had no copper wire. The copper production was all the way back here and it wasn't very expandable, and that was running on one train as well. So the input wasn't going to be good enough. So I went all the way back up to the copper up here, built a big train thing here that just takes the copper and moves it all the way down here, set it up just nicely, and then boom, more copper, just what the doctor ordered. And yeah, it runs on this cool little loop and stuff. The train system's really fun. I want to do more stuff with trains in this game. Anyway, so that's that. I'll tell you about the part I'm most proud of in this base, which is this one, the green science area. Because when I was starting out, I didn't really know how to build conveyor belts or anything. You can actually use both sides of the conveyor belt. But when I started out, I clearly wasn't doing that. And the problem with doing that is that the conveyor belt becomes clogged up and nothing can flow. So this was the solution. Use both sides of the conveyor belt, and it's very spaghetti-like. I can safely say I'm not going to be playing on this world ever again after I launch this rocket. And I'll probably be launching this rocket in the same time as this video, I suppose, because nearly halfway, it's pretty much done, 85% the way through there. Anyway, what was I saying? This is spaghetti. This whole base is spaghetti, right? I'll tell you about the iron thing itself. Any good YouTuber on Factorio will have like a 4-bus iron. So I'll have iron here, 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 here. But I only had 1-bus iron, right? So I'm clearly not mass producing properly. And proper Factorio players, they have so much more iron going through their system. It's not even funny. This is just a joke compared to your good at Factorio player. So that's number one. The infrastructure is just terrible, right? It's just all so shit. It's all spaghetti, right? It's not very expandable. If I want to do more green science, it's not expandable. Look at this. It's all just shut down. You're going to make everything again. You have to make everything again. It'll be a chore. Right? Wow, I'm not even making any... Wow, all the conveyor belts are backed up or something. Yeah, because I'm not doing any research. It doesn't even need to smelt the iron. That's insane. The base is fully saturated with iron. Solid fuel's lasting. Anyway, the base is spaghetti. I'm the most proud of this area, the green science area, because it was just the one that I figured out by myself for the most part. It took me ages, loads of trial and error. I think if I go up here, oh yes, I kept it in place. This is one of the original burning miner drills. You use the burner mining drill. Oh my god, look at that. You can only build on resources? Okay. But this is like ye old Stone Age technology. Super out of date, right? You actually have to put like coal in it to make it work and stuff. It's ancient technology. Yeah, we'll leave that there. But like I kept that there just in case. Anyway. So I think I have to explain the gigantic problem I had, right? So at the moment, as you'll see in this base, we've got quite a lot of electricity production. We've got 40 steam engines here, 40 steam engines there, 40 steam engines there, 40 here, 40 there, loads, right? I think in total we've got 222 steam engines, right? That's a lot of steam engines. It wasn't always this way. So once upon a time, this didn't exist. None of this existed, right? The steam engine, the coal plant existed, but not the steam engines. But the coal plant existed and the railway, that existed. And furthermore, these are being fueled with solid fuel, these steam engines that generate the electricity to my base, right? Solid fuel is made from crude oil, and then you refine the crude oil into products you can actually use. So the crude oil comes all the way down here, through here, and then it goes into the oil refinery, which was not that hard to set up. You just need to learn a bit of circuitry from a YouTube tutorial or two, and then that will set up the fractional distillation process, which allows you to shift your oil based on the demands on the system and stuff like that. I'm getting ahead of myself. You can make solid fuel out of light oil, and clearly that's what I did up here. But it wasn't always this way. So once upon a time, I didn't make any solid fuel at all, right? And this coal, so this coal was like on its way out, as it is now, although it's only backed up now, so it never minds anything. This was my only source of fuel, right? The coal would be taken off with the inserters, and it would go through all my base, and it would eventually get down to here, these steam turbines, right? And this was the only place electricity was generated, right? None of that nuclear stuff here, none of that. So all of this was fueled by coal, no solid fuel, and this stuff here didn't exist. Once upon a time, today, for whatever reason, the coal stopped coming from here. Now, I think I had a lot of shortages in power, right? Because these laser turrets take up a humongous amount of power. They are like, they take a, they make quite a demand on your energy supply quite rapidly in a short period of time. So it will spike the energy demand like massively. It'll go whoosh, 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 up. So that's a problem. Now, for whatever reason, these inserters stopped working, right? Either that or the train got blown up by some aliens, I don't know. But I think the inserter stopped working. And that one moment was enough of a kink in the whole system for it to all collapse, right? So the coal stopped coming on my only coal production line, right? And then that means the coal didn't reach the boilers. And this was the only place my electricity was produced in the whole base. No solid fuel, no reserves. So before I knew it, the entire base went out completely. The whole base was offline. And you know, if your entire defense system consists of laser turrets that consume electricity, that's a huge problem. No electricity, and all the aliens are absolutely pissed off at you because the aliens are pissed off at you because you're making all this pollution and you've got no turrets to defend yourself. The entire base is offline. You can't produce anything, right? I started like getting some pipes around, trying to quickly make some solid fuel and pipe it down to save my base, but it was too late. I knew the aliens were coming. So I had to revert back and lose 3 hours of progress because I fucked it up. The aliens would have just overwhelmed and destroyed the entire base, and then it would have just been a nightmare to put back together. So it was easier to actually lose some progress. 3 hours was quite a long time, but it was faster on the way back because I actually learned some things along the way as well. It's not always sometimes the knowledge game is important to play as well. Wow, look at that. Oh, no, I won't launch it just yet. Anyway, so yeah, that was the situation there. Not much more to say. I've got quite a lot of iron production here. This is the south iron entrance, the north iron entrance up there. No, there isn't much more to say. I know I will not be playing on this world ever again. It's dead to me. The reason for that is because it's spaghetti. The whole thing's spaghetti. I want a 4-bus iron system. I want 4-bus copper if I'm going to play this again, right? And I also want to use some nuclear energy, right? Have some of this uranium I didn't even touch up here because I involved nuclear Kovix enriching process. It's kind of complicated. So yeah. What else? There isn't that much more to say. No. But yeah, I wanted to record this because I've had a tremendous amount of fun playing this game. It's been a blast. This is the kind of game you don't forget about, right? It's totally going up there. It's just insane amounts of fun. So with that said, oh yeah, a few more things. I looked at some of the achievements. I've actually been doing quite well on the achievements as well. So I went out my way to think about some of these achievements straight up. So I didn't put any solar panels in place, because that's just dumb. I don't even think that's like, you know, in real life, if global warming didn't exist. So like, it's completely fine to use coal, no problem. Would you use solar panels? Fuck no. They're super inefficient. They waste your time. So solar panels, I didn't use any of those to get the achievement to. Logistics network embargo. You see, I was going to build these chests and stuff, but I'll save that for the next game. I won without using those buffer chests and stuff. So yeah. And what else? Yeah, got some of these achievements. Research all technologies. Oh, shite. Probably want to do that at some point. Yeah. Okay. I think that's enough talking. Let's launch this rocket. I've never launched a rocket before. Launched. Oh, wasn't. didn't launch. Come on, in space. Ooh, there we go. Hey, check that out. Wow. I won. Brilliant, check that out. I won the game. And it took me 42 hours, which is probably horrendous. Killed a whole bunch of aliens. Look at how many aliens I killed. There's loads. Killed some trees. I think it's funny I killed some rail signals. Medium words and two. Yeah. Check that out. So yeah, game finished. Ooh, closes too. And it just goes back to building another rocket. Oh, I get it. And then you, yeah, I get it. And then you put things with it. I see. Anyway, that's Factorio, and I love this game. Hopefully, if I make another video like this, it'll be with an actual decent base with a 4-bus iron and copper design. But until then, this is my spaghetti factory. One last look at the spaghetti factory. Look at it. Look at the spaghetti. Look at it. Cool. Alright, that's enough of that. Look at all those accumulators too. Alright, that's enough. Until next time. See ya.